Welcome to Share Talk, the only podcast where investors come first.
Today we have Sanj Naha, CEO of BigDish PLC, which is a food technology company with an online platform for restaurants. Hi Sanj, how are you?
Very well, thanks. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. For those who aren't familiar with the company, do you think you could give us a quick summary of what BigDish does?
Yep, sure. So it's essentially bringing diners to restaurants, great restaurants, and allowing diners to choose offers at those restaurants over a 48-hour period. So it's offers available today and offers available tomorrow as well. So a real diverse mix of cuisines, of restaurants. Great for diners, but also great for restaurants because it helps restaurants really have a yield management tool and helps them to really fill those empty seats that restaurants typically tend to suffer with during lunchtimes or during that first hour or that last hour during a dinner period.
Okay. And you made an announcement this morning by RNS of a new partnership with Oceanic Media. Do you think you can give us more insight into this deal?
Yeah, sure. I've actually been dying to talk about this. It's a very exciting opportunity for BigDish. It's something that we've been planning and been in conversations with Oceanic for some time. It really allows us to have some real industry exposure to many restaurant award events that Oceanic are involved with. Currently over 16 restaurant events spread across the UK. It allows us opportunities to be introduced to those restaurants as part of the award nomination process. So what typically will happen is during one of their events, this can include the British Restaurant Award event, the London Curry Award event. What will happen is several months before the actual award evening, restaurants are invited to be nominated. They will get their diners, their customers to nominate their restaurants. We'll be introduced to those restaurants. Those restaurants will be aware that we're partnering up with Oceanic and that we can help those restaurants to get more diners and to in effect get more votes. We'll be working with the restaurants which are finalists in the 20 plus categories that restaurants are awarded in the events. We will be working with the not only the finalists but the award winners. And one of the reasons why Oceanic are really excited about working with us is because they're keen to provide real legacy support to restaurants. So it's great having an accolade of winning an award, but what do you do? How do you leverage that to get more diners? And Oceanic have really recognised that BigDish are can really provide that value to restaurants, and it's great because it's an exclusive relationship that we're going to have with Oceanic. So there aren't going to be any other restaurant reservation companies or companies that are providing restaurant deals to restaurants. So it's a great opportunity for us.
Well, it sounds like a good partnership for you guys. You're currently based in 9 locations across the UK. Are you planning to expand on that soon?
Yeah, absolutely. And part of the Oceanic relationship is going to help us support and drive that UK rollout. So come September, we're going to be pretty much all over the UK. We're going to have territory managers looking after their respective territories. This extends from where we are currently in the south to include the Midlands, the north, the east, London, Scotland. And the great thing about this relationship with Oceanic is that as we're going to be introduced to over 3,500 restaurants, the territory managers on the ground will be able to go and visit those restaurants and meet those restaurants and really support those restaurants. So the timing for Oceanic coincides with our UK rollout and our recruitment rollout to cover the whole of the UK.
You've previously stated that you were funded until 2021. What are the developments, or what are you doing with that funding? What are you looking at?
So there's things in terms of scaling that we want to invest in on the recruitment side, obviously, in terms of having territory managers, people on the ground. But to support that, we have to have the right kind of customer support team, account management. But also in terms of our tech team, we're now growing that tech team significantly. That tech team is based out in Manila in the Philippines. And there's some exciting things that we've got planned in terms of our roadmap. in terms of the tech roadmap and new products, new revenue streams that we're looking to develop and deploy. So the investment is very much going to be put into some good stuff.
Okay. It sounds like you're enjoying the sunshine in the background there, but before you go, is there anything else you'd like to update us on?
The focus has very much been on working with independent restaurants, and that continues to be the case. But our plan has always been to also incorporate group restaurants and the casual brands. And so we're now, and they have a different sales cycle. It's a longer period of conversation that we have, and negotiation that we have with those group restaurants. But we will soon be trialing our first group. And the process for working with groups is they typically like to have a trial first of all in a particular location, and from that they will then pilot in a region, and then if everything goes successfully and goes well to plan, they then roll out across their brand. So we're going to be starting that first group trial, but there'll be other group trials to follow soon, and we'll be announcing those in due course.
Okay, and I'm sure we will be speaking to you when that happens. Sanj, thanks for taking the time with us, and hope you enjoy the rest of your day.
Thanks very much. Take care.
Thank you for listening. Remember to visit our website for more news and other podcasts at www.share-talk.com.